Yes, friends. Now, the next root number 9. Now, in this root, I'm taking ought or auto, and both are the same, originated from the same word, from Greek root, autos. Autos means self. Okay, so this is a Greek originated, etymology is that this word has been taken from Greek word, which is autos. Autos means self. So, we can now think about that what are the meanings based on, words based on this basic, one root, which is very important root. As I've told you, that most of the roots are very important. They are going to increase your vocabulary by hundreds of words. Okay, at least 50 words, 40 words are there, but more than that also. Whenever in future, if you, you meet with these kind of words which are having this auto word, then you can imagine that this is related to the self. Okay, related to the self means oneself. That is auto means. So, ought and auto, both words are taken from the autos, which is Greek root. Okay, from the Greek root. So let me define this. So this is the ninth root number. Not eighth, I'm sorry. This is ninth one. This is ninth root number. Eighth I have already taken. Now eighth one, this ninth one is auto. Let me write here. Here auto, ought and auto. Okay, both are taken from the same root. That means self, and these are taken from the same root. Okay, from Greek word, from Greek word autos, A-T-O-S. Autos means self. Right, self, oneself. When attention is paid towards oneself, that is the, differently. Ought word, this ought and auto have some basic difference. That difference I'll talk about. That what is the difference, basic difference in them. That is very important point to note down. Otherwise, you will confuse with the different words. Okay, because this autarky, these two words, autism, autistic, and autarky and autarky. These words are based on the first root, ought, and that means something when we are forcing, or when we are giving more importance, more force to oneself, to self. That is the difference between this auto and ought. To autism, for example, autism, when a person is only thinking inside oneself, that person is psychic problem. As the autism is the person who is suffering from that psychiatric problem. Okay, so psychiatric problem is when a person is away from the outside world. He is not thinking, or she is not thinking about the outside world, but oneself, but paying attention towards oneself. That is a disease type. Okay, so it's a negative word when we are paying more attention towards oneself. Similarly, autarky and autarkic. Okay, and autarky and autark. Autark means the person who is very much autocratic. Autocratic, the person in the, so autarky or autarky person is who is autark, an absolute ruler. That means that person is paying more attention towards himself or oneself. That means that person is autocrat. Okay, despotic. That person is despot. So despotic behavior or nature means when a person is paying more attention towards oneself. That is despotic nature. Okay, or that is autocrat. Autocrat person is more attention towards himself. He is paying more attention towards oneself, not caring for others, and others are just fearful or scared of him. The reason is that he is paying more attention. If you are not following him, he will kill you. If you are not, paying attention towards his orders and etc., you will be killed. Just like one North Korean, autarkic these days. Okay, because he killed number of people of his followers who were not following him. So that autocratic nature, absolute despot type of person, an absolute ruler, is paying more attention towards oneself. Self-ruling. Self is more important than others. That is autistic person, or this word, first word is paying more attention towards oneself. Those words which are formed with the help of ought, that you will have that attention is more towards oneself. That is autism. So autism, autarky, right? Autistic, autarkic, and autarchious. In that way, all these words are paying more attention towards oneself. This is the difference. And these other things are auto. They say autobiography means when person is writing his own biography, but not paying more attention. Whatever if and buts are there in his life, he is writing all those in his life, okay, or in his biography. That is autobiography. Means when biography or life history is written by oneself, the person himself, the person herself or himself or oneself. Okay, so that is known as autobiography. But he is not paying more attention towards him that I am this and that. No, he is not autocratic, but the person is writing his evil things, bad things, good things, whatever has happened in his life. That is his life history, but not paying more attention towards him. So this is, sarcastic way. Now, in this case, autocratic and autarky, these words for autark and autarky, these words are paying more attention towards oneself. That is the difference. Okay, now come to the point. So these are taken from the same root from Greek word autos, that means self. This word is yasa. So etymology of these two words is autos from Greek root. Okay, this word is taken from here. Now let me take all these words which are taken here. Okay, so number one word is autobiography. So this word you will meet for a number of times, thousands of times. Please, this is very important for your life because it is concerned to yourself, oneself, self. Okay, self is more important. Okay, every person tries to be smart. This is how saying goes. Okay, every person tries to be smart for oneself, thinking about oneself, writing about oneself, okay, talking about oneself, paying attention more attention towards oneself is the egoistic problem with everyone. With every person is having this kind of nature. If you have just appreciated yourself before others, other person will be angry with you that why you are appreciating yourself, this and that. Every person is having his ego problem. Okay, or he is thinking about self, auto. That auto word is more important for everyone. That's why I'm just saying that please pay attention towards this word. This is going to help you, giving you a number of words related to oneself. Now let me take these words one by one. So first is autobiography. 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 Okay. Auto-bio. This is auto word, bio and graphy. Three words are making this one word. Auto means self, bio means life, and graphy means writing. So writing life of oneself. Okay, if I am writing my own life, that means written material of one's own life. That is known as biography. Okay, so this is noun. Noun. Here bio means life. From biology, you know about biology. Biology means study, bio means life. The study of life, that is biology subject. Okay, so similarly, bio is life, graphy is writing, and auto means self-writing. So self-writing by oneself. Okay, oneself writing oneself. The story of one's own life. That is the story of one's own life. One's life, or let me write here, one's life, written by oneself. One's life written by oneself. Written by oneself. This is why autobiography. Okay, this is the first word. Autobiography is very much famous when we are writing biography. Okay, when your biography is written by other person, that is biography. And autobiography means when I I am writing my own life regarding my own history. Okay, that is how autobiography is. Auto means self-writing. Now autocrat. This word is autocrat. Again, noun here. Here the person, an absolute monarch. That is autocrat person. Here absolute monarch. But this person is autocrat person is an absolute monarch undoubtedly. But he is not so much, authentic type. Autocrat type of person. Autocratic word is something as this autocratic is taken from the same root, but this autark and autocrat is also, but having some difference here. Autarky and autograph also, autocracy is also there. So autocrat word is undoubtedly self-monarch, an absolute monarch, a despot. This is also a despot here. So autocrat or autocrat is the person, an absolute monarch. An absolute monarch. Yeah, an absolute monarch or a despot. Despot is an autocratic person. Autocrat means when a person is an absolute monarch, a person who has all kinds of powers lying in himself or in that person. Okay, so he is deciding about every matter of the whole country, of the whole kingdom, whatever. Okay, that is autocrat type person. In a society also, in a family also, when a person is autocrat, that means every other family member has to ask him first or ask her first, with then everything will be done. Otherwise she or he will be angry with you, okay, or he will discard you, he will ask you to go out of the house. That is also autocrat type of person. So it can be used as an adjective also. Autocratic nature, the person is of autocratic nature, or autocrat nature, right? This is an absolute monarch or absolute or despot. Now let me take the third one. Autograph. Autograph, as I will tell you, autograph, when we are writing, when signature is done by oneself, that is autograph. I want your autograph, means you have to sign your signature by yourself. You are not copying others. Okay, this I talked about previously also. Autograph. Graph means writing, and auto means self-writing. This is autograph, right? That means noun here, a person's own signature, a person's signature, a person's signature, a person's signature. That means autograph. Autograph is a person's signature, right? Autograph. Auto means self, graph means writing. But in this case, this is signature. Signature writing by oneself. That is autograph. Then fourth word is autocracy. What is autocracy? Autocracy. Cracy and auto means self-cracy means the state governed by absolute rule. That is autocracy. The autocrat person is ruling somewhere, and that ruling of his is known as autocracy. Government by one person, one monarch, absolute monarch. By absolute monarch, that autocracy is the noun here, a rule by an autocrat. Okay, autocrat person's rule. A person, a state governed by absolute rule, that is autocracy. A state governed by an autocrat. By an autocrat. CRAT. By an autocrat. Okay, so by an absolute monarch, by an absolute rule. So state governed by absolute rule, supremacy. That is also the word. State governed by an autocrat or by supremacy. This is supremacy word is also taken as supremacy. This is word is known as autocracy means supremacy. This is also appropriate word, supremacy. Supremacy or autocracy. Okay, so autocracy and supremacy both are similar. What you call synonyms for each other. that can be a state governed by an absolute rule or by absolute yes ruling, absolute ruling by an autocrat. So this is known as autocracy, right? This is here the 4 words here are taken. Now let us take 5th word onwards. What are the other 6 words which I have to just talk about? This is very important word. Please note down this root, and this is going to give you a lot of words. Number of words will be there immediately. Just search from the dictionary, you will find number of other words based on auto. This auto word is having number of words generated from this autogenesis, autogenetic, right? Autography, then automatic, autobiography that we have done, then auto-infection, autognosis means self-knowledge. This is auto-service, self-knowledge, self-understanding. That is autognosis. Gnosis means knowledge, and auto means self-knowledge. Simple. And automate means self-service. This is automate service here. Okay. In this cafeteria, you have to do your own work yourself. That is automate service, right? Then auto-infection. When infection is coming out from one's own body, that auto-infection. Infection caused from within one's own body, that is auto-infection. Simple. Autocratic, in the nature of an autocrat, despotic. That is adjective here. Autocratic. Autocracy we have done. Let me take now 5th. So all these words are related to self. This is autocrat. Autocratic. Autocratic means this is adjective here. Adjective in the nature of. So this is an adjective in the nature of an autocrat. In the nature of an autocrat or despotic. The adjective is despotic. Despotic, absolute nature. Okay, absolute rule. So, in nature of absolute rule or autocrat, despotic. This despotic is an adjective, just similar to this, means this is synonym here. Okay, so autocrat means despotic, autocratic, adjective, despotic. Okay, these two are synonyms. In the nature of an autocrat, this is adjective here. So, in the nature of an autocrat. Now 6th word, let me talk about autark. This word is autark, as I talked about. Autark. When one is paying more attention towards self, this aut word we have taken here, first word, autark. Autark means, again, an absolute ruler. Autark person is again, this is an absolute ruler. An absolute ruler, that is autark person. Arc from archeus, aut means self. What is this? Aut plus archeus, both are taken from, this is archeus, and this is autos, we can say autos. So autos plus archeus, auto means self and archeus means rule. So self-ruler or self-rule, auto-self, this both are from this autos and archeus, both are from Greek origin. These words are having the same self and rule. Okay, so archeus means rule and autos self. So these two are from the basic Greek word. Okay, this is how autark is being illustrated. Okay, so an absolute ruler, that is autark person, he is an absolute ruler, a despot. Again, autocrat, and this is autark, same word, same word we are looking here. Word despot. This word is despot here. Right, so despot. This is despot here. Despot is synonym of this word autark, as autocrat. Autocrat, autark, that is autocrat and autark. Here, when autism word is there, autism, autistic, that is negative sense, means when paying more attention towards oneself. He is listening only from within his own body, not paying attention towards others. That person is psychiatric. Psychiatric problem is he suffering with, that is autism. So that autism word is also from this aut. Okay, so this is how sixth word is illustrated. Let me take other words. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let me just talk about seventh word. Here seventh word is autarky again. Autarky or autarchy. ARCHY. Again same autarky. Okay, so this is noun again. Autarky here. This autarky word noun. Seventh is absolute rule by autark person. This is an absolute rule. Okay, absolute rule, or known as despotism. Okay, absolute rule or despotism. Despotism. This is just synonym of this. Autarky, despotism. Self-rule. Okay, the activity of a person who is absolute ruler. Okay, that is despot. So despotism is the ruling of that person, absolute rule. Okay, this is despotism. Eighth word. Automate. 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 Now automate here is self-service. Automate. This thing is happening automatically. That means self it is happening. Nobody is functioning with this automatic activity. Okay, this radar is going automatically. Okay, this function is going automatically. Okay, so nobody is the start. The automate means self-service. This is a noun here, or your autarky, or a noun here. Or this is automate, self-service. This is known as self-service. Self-service, automate. Service is automatic. This cafeteria is automate. So automate cafeteria is self-service. Cafeteria we can say self-service. Cafeteria. A self-service cafeteria, TERIA, cafeteria. A self-service cafeteria, that is automatic, a self-service. Self-service type of anything. Anything which is self-service, that means automate. Automatic happening, automatic. One person has to do the work oneself, that is automate. Now ninth, let me take here. Ninth word is auto-infection, as I did tell you. When infection is from one's own body. Infection. Infection. Auto-infection is auto and infection. Infection means disease coming out from one's own body. There is self, is noun here. So what is this? Infection caused from one's within, okay, from within one's own body. Here we can say infection caused from within one's own body. One's own body. Okay, that is known as auto-infection. Auto-infection. So disease comes out from one's own, infection comes out from one's own body. That is auto-infection, not infection caused by other or outsider. This is from within one's own body. That is auto-infection. Okay. Now the 10th word, which is the last one here, autognosis, which is very important. Okay. Now let me take the 10th word here. Number of other words can be talked about. Number of words are there. Autogenesis, autogenetic. Okay. Or then automatic we have taken. Then autogenesis we have taken. Autocratic. Okay. And autobiography we have taken. Autocrat. Then autocratic adjective it will be autograph, autographic, autography, autograph, autographic, autocracy, autocratic, right? Autocratic is okay, fine. Autocracy is okay. Autarky, autark, automatic. Okay, then automatic. Then auto-infection. Then auto-infected body, right? This is 10th word, last one, which is autognosis. Gnosis. Autognosis. Sorry, this is gnosis. Autognosis. Gnosis. AUTO. Autognosis. Gnosis. Autognosis. This is noun here. Autognosis. Gnosis means knowledge. Auto means self-knowledge. This is knowledge. Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge or self-understanding. 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 Self-knowledge or self-understanding. This is autognosis. Autognosis. Autogenesis. Let me talk about 11th word. Autogenesis. GENSIS. Autogenesis. Again, this is noun here. Genesis means self-created or born, okay, or self-generated or self-born. Self-generated. Autogenesis means self-generated or generated. Generated. Self-generated or self-born, self-produced. You can say number of words for this. Self-produced, autogenesis. So origin, you are self-born, okay, self-produced, whatever. This kind of word is just known as auto, simply generated word. If it's self-generated or spontaneously generated, we can say. Spontaneously generated, autogenesis. This word is also there, autogenesis, so that is related to the autogenesis. So that is autogenetic word. Number of other words can be found based on this one root. This is very important root is this. Please don't forget this. This is one of the enriching vocabulary word. Okay, this root is most enriching, one of the most enriching root word, right? Pay attention towards it. More attention is required, otherwise one is going to miss the bus or miss the train. So this is how one has to understand that. Please try your own best to make your own vocabulary, and these are the hints, the root words which I am giving you. They are basic things regarding the English dictionary or English words or vocabulary, right? English words or vocabulary can be made very strong if one is paying attention towards roots, prefixes and suffixes. I always repeat this sentence in every lecture of mine. The reason is that please generate, I am going to just help you in this category, and in this way you can learn a lot of words, number of words within a month or two, right? Not in years or 2 years or 3 years, but within a month or two you can learn a number of words, at least 30 or 40 words, 50 words, 60 words. If you are just thinking about that, I have to know about 60 words based on this one particular root, then you can make 60 words. Okay, you can search from different sources, different dictionaries. You can search. One important dictionary which I am dealing with is very important. I'll share with you that in the end, but not before that, because that is going to give you all the basics, roots, from which what is the etymology of that word, from which language, from which source it has been generated. That is the basic knowledge. Okay. Autobahn, they say. Bahn word is, they say that Autobahn is from Germany, but no, I'm sorry. Vahan word is from India, right? This is from Indian origin. Autobahn means a road for cars or some automobiles, right? So that is Autobahn. This Autobahn word is there. But this Autobahn, I think B-A